Good morning, class 8 children. Bio. Today I will teach the nervous system, last part of the nervous system, that is autonomic nervous system. Before it, I told you about that autonomic nervous system means it can be conducted by itself. Autonomous. That means can be conducted by itself. So, they have some important thing, that is the ganglia. Ganglia is the plural word and ganglion is the singular word. So, ganglion or ganglia will form by the combination of or collection of cyton parts of the cell, and from each and every part there will be ganglion. The nerves will enter with through the ganglion and goes to the different part of the body. So they are conducted by themselves. Now children, these ganglion or ganglia, they are controlled or they control all the involuntary action. Obviously that each and every activity which are going inside our body, then they are controlled by these involuntary activities, either in the body viscera part or in the abdomen part elsewhere. Now, autonomic nervous system includes the function about eye, ear, nose, heart, lungs, kidney, everywhere. So children, it is of two types. Autonomic nervous system is divided into two main types, that is sympathetic system and parasympathetic system. Children, sympathetic system, in higher classes you will study more about it, but in class 8, please children, this much you have to know, that sympathetic and parasympathetic system both will run parallel to each other and they will work or they continue the activity just in the antagonistic manner. Antagonistic word children, maybe it is a new word for you, but antagonistic means these or there is the comparison between two things and these two things must be opposite to each other either structurally or functionally. Then they are said to be antagonistic. So here the system, these two systems are antagonistic with each other. It means that functionally here in that nervous system, functionally everything they are opposite to each other. Now these are the examples of our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, how they works along with each other. See children, first is pupil. Name of the organ is pupil. So in the dark or in a dim light, we try to dilate our pupil. So dilation of the pupil takes place by the sympathetic nervous system. Here pupil dilates, number A, and according to parasympathetic system, it can constrict the pupil. When we are getting more amount of light onto our pupil, then our eyelids will be closed and pupil may be constricted, because if more light will go inside our eyes, then it will be harmful. So, in parasympathetic system, they will constrict the pupil. Now, second point, heart rate. Heart rate, that means heartbeat or rate of heartbeat, will be increased by sympathetic system. So children, as we are in the normal condition, so our heartbeat or rate of heartbeat should not be increased. But while we are doing more work or strenuous work, then our rate of respiration also will increase and rate of heartbeat also will increase. So at that time sympathetic system will increase the rate of heartbeat, and again antagonistic to each other, this parasympathetic system will decrease the heartbeat or rate of the heartbeat. Or you can say, children, if sympathetic system will increase any activity, then parasympathetic system will try to decrease up to the normal condition. It will not decrease up to the last, that is up to 0. Then person will die. So both the system will do the same thing. It will increase up to that extent, it will increase that person should not get any harm, and next system will decrease it not up to the extent up to the 0 because person should not die. So up to normal condition it will decrease. Third point, bronchi. Bronchi, when we are getting cough and cold, so we are having breathing problem, so in that case bronchi should dilate to pass the air properly, and if our sympathetic system will work properly, then it can dilate the bronchi. And if suppose we have cough and cold, at that time the parasympathetic system doing more work, so it will constrict the bronchi. So children, if you will see the label of that cough syrup, everywhere you can get that it can dilate the bronchi. Then you can easily breathe in and breathe out. Air can pass through it very easily. Next point, gastric and pancreatic secretion. Gastric means from the stomach and pancreatic means from the pancreas. So from these two organs, their stomach and pancreas, sympathetic system will inhibit their secretion. Inhibit means to reduce or to stop, to check it. So sympathetic system will inhibit the secretion of gastric and pancreatic secretion or juices. But parasympathetic system will stimulate the secretion. That means it will increase the rate of secretion from the stomach and pancreas. Next one, liver. In the liver, sympathetic system will change the glycogen to glucose. Suppose at that time when we have no food in our stomach, or we are starving, or we are having fast, that no food will go in the body, then we are not dying. At that time, this liver will change the stored food, that is glycogen, into glucose, and this glucose help us in our breathing and then respiration. So sympathetic system will change the glycogen to glucose. Number E. And here number E, parasympathetic system stimulated bile juice from the gallbladder. Bile juice is coming from gallbladder. Parasympathetic system does not help in the removal of glycogen, conversion of glycogen to glucose, or vice versa of it, that means conversion of glucose to glycogen. It is not done by parasympathetic system. It is done due to the stimulation of bile juices only. So bile juice will secrete more. Then sixth point, sympathetic system will secrete adrenaline and noradrenaline hormone, or it can release adrenaline and noradrenaline hormone. As you studied it in the hormone chapter, endocrine gland, adrenaline and noradrenaline both are secreted from the kidney. Above the kidney there is adrenal gland. So this adrenal gland will secrete adrenaline and noradrenaline. They are releasing by the secreting their secretion by the sympathetic system, and parasympathetic system will inhibit it or to check it, or reduces the secretion of adrenaline and noradrenaline. Children, if you remember it, that adrenaline is also known as emergency hormone. So it can prepare our body during emergency condition. So children, those who have more parasympathetic system secretion, they will inhibit the adrenaline, so their body is not prepared, or their body can't be prepared during emergency, and they are very scared of it, or they are feeling very frightening for each and every type of activity. And those who have this type of secretion, they are very bold type of it, you can say children, or you can say any human being. Next, urinary bladder. Urinary bladder, sympathetic system, peristalsis inhibited, that is peristalsis movement will be checked or reduced. So urinary bladder either cannot constrict or cannot relax, simply it is remaining in its own position. While filling of it, it should expand, and while urination, it should constrict to give the pressure, and urine can be exuded out. But if the sympathetic system is more, then peristalsis movement will be inhibited and they remains in its own position only. And parasympathetic system, if it is working there, then it stimulates the peristalsis movement. Next example, children. Salivation, as it decreased by sympathetic system, and parasympathetic system will stimulate it or increase it. In case of salivation, salivation will be more when parasympathetic system will work, and when sympathetic system will work, then salivation will decrease. So these are the few examples by which we can consider that sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, these two are antagonistic with each other, and for the proper working, these two have to be parallel with each other, and they are functioning along with each other. Now children, working of autonomic nervous system, it is nothing, simply this, that this is the working of it, that one will decrease, another one will increase for a human being or for a living body, that they can survive in a proper way. If anyone is disturbed, then the function of the living body will be disturbed, and that person, that living organism can get some disease. So this is the normal condition of our autonomic nervous system. Then okay children, now this chapter is over. Now I will start another chapter, that is circulatory system. Okay children, thank you. God bless you.